This is Orange County Utilities Emergency Dispatch. We found a human skull.
Oh my gosh.
I know. We got is it a meter reader?
Yes.
I'm going to let you speak right now with the representative from our field services.
One of my meter readers supposedly has found a skull of that he believes is human.
What's the location, please?
It's right off of Suburban and Chickasaw in the Kelly Anthony area, right by the...
Oh.
You know, you can hear that a few times. The whole thing is very upsetting because it involves a little child, a little girl, innocent girl, no matter what. It's a very tragic death, and now we're still trying to figure out exactly what happened. Tamara, I don't know if you were able to hear Phil Kinney's report regarding the skull and the duct tape and the different theories posited by the prosecution and the defense. The defense saying perhaps that it wasn't in that area, that it adhered to the skull after decomposition. Prosecution, it seems, maintaining that it was covering the nose and mouth area. I guess perhaps the suggestion is an attempt to suffocate the little girl after she had been chloroformed. What do you think?
I don't think that it helps really where it was for the defense, if it was around her skull or if it was around her mouth. If you have duct tape near a little girl that has been apparently or allegedly killed, it doesn't look good for the person that's on trial, and that's Casey Anthony. It would be really, really suspicious, or it would just be such a coincidence for duct tape to be found in the forest that it attached itself
magically
mysteriously
to that spot.
a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I don't think that helps. There was an expert on the stand today talking about the manner of death, and she said it was a homicide. I really don't know how Jose Baez is going to bring in the fact, this theory of his that Kaylee drowned. How does that even come in if there's no evidence whatsoever that this girl has, drowning or water in her bones or in her lungs?
Because of the decomposition,
it's not there,
it's
Kimberly.
5 months and 4 days. You're absolutely right. He would have to proffer another expert, forensic pathologist, that would have performed an autopsy to say that the manner of death was accidental, not homicide, because homicide, the definition is death by hands of another. So the one thing they don't have is cause of death, but that's because Casey Anthony, or supposedly her father, dumped the body and moved it, etc., to cover up an accident. I mean, if I'm the prosecutor in this, I'm going to argue consciousness of guilt all day long. If it really truly was an accident and the little girl had drowned, you call 911. There's one thing to panic, but then you're saying your father, who's a retired homicide detective, is going to say cover it up and dump the body in the woods so the animals can get it. This is his own granddaughter, flesh and blood. Of course, he's going to want to make sure to take care of her and not dump her in the woods. No one will go along with that. Right,
and silence is definitely an indicator of consciousness of guilt. You think about, if I always tell this to my clients who are charged with crimes, I say to them, if there was a dead body found under your bed and you did not do it, you're arrested for murder, you're going to do whatever it takes to prove that you are innocent. You're going to jump up and down and say, I did not commit this crime. So the fact that this girl has remained silent or shady off and on, we don't know what she's up to, depending on the day and her lies that she has, it's suspicious, and the jury is not going to like somebody who's like that.